few days ago I happened to be in a provincial English gun shop. The staff were keen to show me something very interesting and produced this exquisite shotgun, informing me that they believed it once belonged to the Kaiser, that is, Emperor Wilhelm II of Germany. It was just about the last thing I expected to see there. More research is of course needed before we can state definitively that this gun belonged to the Kaiser, but I have to say it is a compelling object. At first glance, it appears to be a double-barreled breech-loading pinfire shotgun of the 1860s or 70s, chambered in 12-gauge. Manufactured by famous Austrian gunsmith Johann Springer, a company that still exists today and definitely made guns for both the Austro-Hungarian and German Imperial families. The method of opening the barrels uses a system patented in France by Casimir Lefaucheux, with a lever that moves to the right. Pinfire is an obsolete cartridge system in which the priming compound is ignited by striking a small pin which protrudes radially from just above the base of the cartridge, another invention of Lefaucheux. To shoot pinfire shotguns today requires shooters to manufacture cartridges themselves. This shotgun is covered in fine engraving inlaid with gold threads. The barrels being of Damascus steel, their browning still complete, with a walnut stock. Apart from the maker's marks and the evident fine work, this shotgun has been linked to the Kaiser because of this Imperial monogram set atop the neck of the stock, which shows a stylized Gothic W, perhaps for Wilhelm, with an Imperial crown above. At the base of the stock is a second engraved plate, a shield marked with the number 21, evidently some kind of inventory number, which would make sense due to the Kaiser having, of course, a very large collection of firearms. I recall that at Sandringham, the British monarch's country shooting estate in Norfolk, the gun room features dozens of rifles and shotguns of all eras, in wooden cabinets, all marked with property numbers. I was told by the staff that the shotgun may have been brought to Britain at war's end in 1945 by a British soldier, perhaps as a trophy. Between 1920 and 1941, the Kaiser lived in exile at Huisdoorn in the Netherlands. The Weimar government permitted him to fill 98 railway wagons with art, furniture, and personal effects from Potsdam Palace, which was transported to Dorn. But of course, a lot of stuff was left behind in the various Hohenzollern family properties. After the Kaiser died in 1941, his house was closed up and the area was liberated by British forces in 1945, and the house made into a museum in 1956. The other Hohenzollern properties fell in 1945 into American, British or Soviet hands, so opportunities certainly existed for a gun or two to have come home with an Allied soldier as a spoil of war. For example, this 1898 Spandau rifle was indeed liberated by a US soldier in 1945. Wilhelm II had a withered left arm caused by a complicated birth, and he was unable to hold a rifle or shotgun in the normal manner, using a rest or firing the weapon just with his right arm. Despite his disability, the Kaiser was an avid hunter who loved firearms. I also can't help but think that this amazing Springer shotgun would have been one of a pair of guns, as it was the custom for the gentleman shooter to work with a loader at the time, who would load the guns and hand them consecutively to the owner to fire them, relieving the gentleman of the task of breaking the gun and fitting new cartridges. Wilhelm II certainly couldn't perform this task owing to his damaged left arm. It certainly is a strange feeling to hold something that may once have been owned by the Kaiser, a colossal figure in 19th and 20th century world history. Whatever it is, this shotgun is nonetheless an exquisite example of 19th century gun making at its height. Many thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share, and also visit my audiobook channel, War Stories with Mark Felton. You can also help to support both of my channels at PayPal and Patreon. Details in the description box below.